In this video, I'm going to show you a great method for converting units, which we often need to do in physics. So most of our numbers we work with are measurements, and they have units, and sometimes we need to change them from one unit to another in order to solve a problem. So I'm going to work through 3 examples, and you can follow along in your notes. The first one is to convert 3.45 centimeters to meters. Now the very first step you're always going to do when you do unit conversions is to come up with some kind of a relationship between the units that you're using. And you'll become more familiar with metric throughout the year if you aren't now, but the relationship here is that there are 100 centimeters in 1 meter. And the next thing you can do is from this relationship, because these are equal, if you put them one over the other, what you actually have is a unity, a unit of 1. So for example, if I had the number 3 over 3, that equals 1 because the top and the bottom are equal. And then the second idea is that you can multiply anything times a value of 1 without changing what it is. So we can actually write 2 conversion factors from this equivalency. We can write 100 centimeters over 1 meter, so that ratio is equal to 1, or we could write 1 meter over 100 centimeters. Doesn't matter which one you put on the top or the bottom, these all are equal to 1. Now to actually do the conversion, what we do is we start with what we're given, so 3.45 centimeters. And then what we're going to do is multiply this by a value of 1, because this times 1 keeps the essence of it the same. So the key though is that we want to get rid of the centimeters and we want to end up with meters. So I'm going to multiply by one of these, but which one should I choose? Well, if I want the centimeters to cancel out and go away and I want to end up with meters, I'm going to choose this one because the centimeters are on the bottom. So, and one way a lot of people like to draw this, it comes out of chemistry, I think, is to draw it like this. We're just multiplying. But this is what I'm starting with, and I'm going to multiply by 1 meter over 100 centimeters. And then I'm going to just calculate it out. First though, I'm going to cancel my units. So I have centimeters on the top and centimeters on the bottom. So that leaves me with meters. So I know my answer is going to be meters. And then I have 3.45 divided by 100. So that's going to move the decimal place 2 points to the left. So I'm going to have 0.0345 meters for my answer. Okay, our second example, convert 9.5 meters to millimeters. So let's see what I know about the metric system. I know what we had up above here. I know a relationship between centimeters and meters. So I know that 100 centimeters equals 1 meter. And then I have to somehow get to millimeters. So I also know that 10 millimeters equals 1 centimeter. Now, if you already know a direct conversion from millimeters to meters, you can use that. I want to show it in 2 steps so you can see how to do it in 2 steps if you ever need that, which you will. So let's see what, and I know I can write some conversion factors here. I can write centimeters over meters, or I could write 1 meter over 100 centimeters. And that gives me 2 options. And then using millimeters and centimeters, I can write 10 millimeters over 1 centimeter, or that 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. So 2 choices there. So now let's see what we need in order to actually do the conversion. So 9.5 meters. Now I want to get rid of the meters. So that means I need a conversion factor that's going to have meters in the denominator. So that's going to be this one. So 100 centimeters over 1 meter. And just to remind you of the logic here, the logic is that this is equal to a unity. So I'm multiplying this by a unity, which doesn't, change the actual length. It's just going to change how we're expressing the length. So that's going to cancel out the meters, but this is going to leave me with centimeters on top, and I need millimeters on top. So I'm going to multiply by another factor. So I need millimeters on top. So that's this one. So 10 millimeters over 1 centimeter. And now I'm ready to solve this. So the meters cancel out and the centimeters cancel out, and that leaves me with millimeters on top. And then I need to multiply the numbers. So 9.5 times 100 times 10, that's going to move the decimal point 3 places. So 1, 2, 3. So 9,500 millimeters. Whoops. Millimeters is my answer. And the third example, convert 24 hours to seconds. So pause the video and go ahead and write for yourself the equivalencies that would allow you to get from hours to seconds, and then start again when you're ready. Okay, so hours to seconds. So I know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes, and I know that 1 minute equals 60 seconds. And so from this I can write 1 hour over 60 minutes, or 60 minutes over 1 hour. And then using this one, I can write 1 minute over 60 seconds, or 60 seconds over 1 minute. And all of these ratios are equal to 1. Okay, now to solve the problem, and here again you might want to pause the video and try it on your own and then just check your result. 24 hours to seconds. So 24 hours, I need hours to cancel out. So I'm trying to get rid of hours. So I'm going to pick this one. 1 hour in the bottom and 60 minutes on top. And then that's going to get rid of hours, but now I need to get rid of minutes. I need to go minutes to seconds. So I need seconds on top, minutes on the bottom. So that's this one. So 60 seconds in 1 minute, and that's going to cancel out the minutes, leaving me with seconds. So that's perfect. So now I'm ready to solve it. So we need 24 times 60 times 60, which is 86,400. And that is our result.